Welcome to Orlando, Florida. A couple of teams hoping to finish their season in magical fashion by taking home a victory in the Cheez Citrus Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Nebraska's offense has the ball first today. We've got a battle that you two are going to love, and so is everybody else for that matter. High-octane offense, stone-wall defense. As they say, something's got to give, Jesse.
Yeah, this is a classic example here of the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, right? Something has got to give, and you really got to dive into the X's and O's in a game like this because every single individual matchup on the field matters when these two teams play each other.
Yeah, and these are just fun, right? Like great versus great. Like who's going to win and what style's going to prevail. Both these teams have been able to impose their will week after week on their opponents. Now, high-powered matchup. Who's going to get the win?
Grabbed in the middle. It's Markway. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football because you know you get a little bit of suck-up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Caught in the backfield, it's high. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense has the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's looking deep. Snags it on the right. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, there's an alley-oop. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games. That is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive with a pass. The short hands, it's Markway. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off play action. Working that left side now. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
He's got it.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Cornhuskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Clark. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got the ball in midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First snap made something happen, but just couldn't find a man. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here's the give off the left side. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Ernie on the Jets. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Penn State. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Smashes him with the stiff arm. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Unloads it downfield. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats.
Penn State, 17.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his man. It's Eyes. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clark. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Offense in an empty set. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The Huskers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. Picked off to stop the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quick completion on the out. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Leaves it with the back. Stonewalled again. No gain second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
To the air on second down. That's reeled in. It's eyes. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The Cornhuskers look to keep this drive humming. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Got out of trouble and throws. With the catch, it's eyes. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Now the toss. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And the Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Makes the catch. It's Gonzalez. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. Wants to return it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. It's Markway. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. That's caught. It's eyes. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things. In that first half, needs some more big plays here to get this double.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in the rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Gonna take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense getting set for first down. They want to throw it. Here's a heat. Got a man. It's Denmark. And he's dragged down.
Our coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Denmark. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. He'll pull it down. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Looking for room. It's Hawkins. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He'll take a deep shot here. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Husker. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
That's the exact opposite of what this defense drew up in the locker room. You want to stop giving up explosive plays. You want to play deep, make the offense earn it. From play one, they put the ball in the air, down the field. DB can't make a play. Not only that, the run after the catch, a disastrous start for this defense.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Catch in the middle, it's Reynolds. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up for him.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. So we open the final period with a third down play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Here's the handoff. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. He's got it still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space.
Scores on the sneak.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a two-possession lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way.
There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. The Cornhuskers in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Continues to fight for yards. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got... Play will stand. And the Huskers are marching down the field. On the ground, it's Ives. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. The Huskers will hustle to the line. This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front seven has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
Yeah, just big, physical, just owning the guys up front. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The Penn State D-line just dominating this football.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Brought down at the 11 as he was trying to find enough room to take it back for the pick six. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Cornhuskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at second and a mile. Catch in the middle, it's Marquin. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down, he'll take a shot. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll give it to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the marker. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option to give. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. It'll be 3rd and long. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Now facing a 4th and long. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, just keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game, Palmer, as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out. Let's find out where the playmakers are lined up and see if they can make something positive happen.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. One more play to pad the stats. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Here's a throw downfield late. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time has run out. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is...